Hello, hello, friends. Today we have Something by the Pedaling Pianist. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So we have a 9 by 9 puzzle today. So we're going to use the numbers 1 through 9 once each in every 3 by 3 box here, once each in every row, and once each in every column in the puzzle. We'll have to figure out where the numbers go. We have X sum lines. If the digits at each end of a line are X and Y, then the first X digits on the line starting from X must sum to the same total as the first Y digits on the line starting from Y. X and Y needn't necessarily be different numbers. X and Y may not exceed the number of cells on the line. So I did a 6 by 6 puzzle by Powerfly Campling with the same rule set the other day. And that was really cool. And Powerfly said it was inspired by this puzzle by the Pedaling Pianist that's a bit more challenging. So I'm excited to try this one today. Let's say I need example numbers to go over this. So if this was a 2 and this was a 3, that would mean I'm on letters. The first 2 cells in this direction have the same total as the first 3 cells in this direction. So we may not use every number on the line. This is actually a good example. That's totally fine. We could have overlap. If this was a 4 and then we would do 1, 2, 3, 4, that would also be fine. It's allowed by the rules. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This cannot be a 7, 8, or 9, and this cannot be a 7, 8, or 9. Because I don't want to go further than the line. So that sounds good to me. How do we want to get started? As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well as a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. I am probably going to talk about things that I learned in the 6 by 6 puzzle by Powerfly called Bike. So if you haven't done that one yet and you don't want spoilers, you might want to do that puzzle or watch that video first, up to you. But I am going to talk about it, probably, I would assume. So, how do we want to get started? For example, let's just start off by saying, what did I learn during the 6 by 6 version? I love this idea of like doing a small puzzle with a new rule set and then like using what you learn from that for the bigger puzzle. That's really cool, and it makes it really nice to learn new things also. Some things like these 2 digits. So like at the end of a line, what's a good example? These 2 could be the same digit. Like I could have a 3 and then the first 3 cells are the same as these first 3 cells. That would be okay. But in situations like this where the digits see each other, I still have to follow Sudoku rules, so they can't be the same digit. Or here, they can't be the same digit. This is a big straight line. Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for these. If one of these was a 5, they would have to both be 5, because there's no way if one of these uses all the digits that only using some of the digits would have the same total. That's not going to work. Same thing with 1. If one of these was a 1, they would have to both be 1. So now I'm between 2, 3, 4. If one of these was a 4, then I would be using all of these cells or all of these cells, but including all 3 in the middle. So there's no way that a 2 or a 3 that is already less than 4 and at a disadvantage there would be able to pick enough numbers up for the sum to be the same. If this is a 2, I can only use these digits. If this is a 3, I can only use these digits, and 4 gets all of them. So 4 is not going to work either. This is going to be a 2 or a 3. So I think there's a safe little trick here. If there's a length of 5 line where everything sees each other, I have to have 2 and 3 at the ends. That's the only way that works. So I have a 2, 3 here now. This is a length of 6 line. What can we figure out here? I would be between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. I can't use a 6 and a 1 because they would have to both be 6 or 1. I think 5 is going to be that tricky one here, where if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's no way a 2, 3, or 4 will get enough digits. So I also can't use 5. I am between 2, well, this can't be 2, 3. So let's start there. This has to be a 4. Then there's no way this can be a 4. So somehow 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 digits will have to have the same sum as these 2 or these 3. I'm not sure which one yet. This is going to be 10 at a minimum. No, I can't use either 2 or 3. And 2 or 3 also can't go here. Oh, well, that doesn't affect the 4. That's okay. But either 2 or 3 I won't be able to use. So this would be like 1, 2, 4, 5 at a minimum, which is already 12. That's a good thing to think about. Let's just go ahead and look at that. At a minimum, this is going to be a 1, 3, 5. And then this would be a 2. This would be a 1, 2, 5 at a minimum, and this would be a 3. So this is 8 plus 4 is already 12. If this is 1, 2, 5, this would be a 3. I could get 12 in 3 digits. But if this is 1, 3, 5, let's think about that then. This is already 9, this is 13, and this would be a 2. I can't get 13 in 2 digits with one of them being a 2. So I don't want this to be 1, 3, 5. I think 1, 2, 5 is an option, but I could do 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, you know, and this would be fine. We'll come back to that. It might be a situation where I want to use a 1 and a 2 for sure. Well, I definitely don't want to use a 3 here because then this being a 2 makes it impossible. That might just mean that this has to be a 3. Is there any way, there you go. Is there any way this works if this is a 2? No, because the lowest this could be would be 1, 3, 5, which is already 13, and I can't do that. So this has to be a 3. That I can say. As far as digits on the line go, though, I don't think I know yet. They're gonna overlap one digit for sure. So they're gonna share this digit. So really, this has to have the same sum as this. And I think I have a ton of options there. Not a ton, but more than I want to look at in pencil right now, maybe. What else do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. These don't see each other, so these could be the same digit. These could both be a 6, these could both be a 1, they could both be a 5. That would be fine. We might run into some situations where we need that to happen. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's look here because the digits at the end of the line can't be longer than the line. I forget already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to use an 8 and a 9 somewhere in this column, and they can't go here. This could be a 7 max. So 8 and 9 are going to have to go here for sure, which is scary. Those are pretty big numbers. 7 could go here. If 7 was one of these, the other one would have to also be 7 because it's the length of 7 line. 7 could go here and this could be 7. That would be okay. But 8 and 9 for sure go up here. Ooh, I like the thought process of these overlap. So these two and these two are going to have the same total. So this needs to be 1 higher than the sum of these 2 digits. And then it doesn't really matter for some reasons what goes, for some reasons, for totaling reasons, it doesn't totally matter what goes here, because it's going to be included in both. But this digit needs to be 1 more than these 2 digits put together. Okay. Maybe I want to think about what goes here. This can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want it to be a 7, and I don't want it to be a 1. If one of these was a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this one's going to be broken. So I don't want 6 either. I can't use a 3 or a 4, so this is going to be 2, 5. Well, there you go. Wow. Is that right? Have I done something wrong? There's no way, right? That 2 digits have the same sum as 5. Oh, I suppose I have. This is a 1 by 9 or a 9 by 9 puzzle. I'm using the numbers 1 through 9. Those are pretty big digits. If this is a 2, these 2 digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 be the same as all of these. I'm gonna have to use a lot of 1s and 2s. No way this works. If I have like a 2, 9, this would be a 5. This could be a 1, 2. What do I want to think about? The digit next to the 2 needs to be 3 higher than the other 4 digits. That's a good way to think about it. because 2 and 5 have a difference of 3. That makes it easier. So if I have a 9 next to the 2, which is the biggest digit I can use, the other digits would have to equal 6, which I think is fine if I do 1, 2, 1, 2. That actually might be okay. Wow. So one of these is for sure a 9. This definitely has to be a 1, 2. And this is definitely a 1, 2. This is going to be a 1, 2, 9. A 9 will go next to the 2. And I think I can clean this up more. A 9 will go next to the 2, but otherwise it's a 1 or a 2 that goes next to the 5. So if this is a 2, this is a 9, this would be a 1, this would be a 2. This would be a 2. These might be the same digit, actually. If this is a 2, this is a 9, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 2. This is a 1. If this is a 2, then this is a 9. This would be a 1. Nah, that's not true, because one of these is a 2, one of these is a 2. Okay. These are the same digit, but they're not necessarily... I don't know what they are necessarily. Okay. This is actually a 1, 9? 2, 1, 2, 1. No, it's 2, 1, 2, 9. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I take back what I said. I think it could, no, 2, 1. Yeah, 2, 1, 2, 1. Look at me overcomplicating things again. If this is a 2, this is a 9. So this is a 1. These are both 2s. This is a 1. If this is a 2, this is a 9. But this 2 makes this a 1. So this is a 2. And this is a 1. And this is a 5. That's totally fine. Okay. Okay. I'm satisfied. Do I want this to be a 7? Maybe I need to think about actual totals here. I know I'm using an 8 and a 9. I also have other lines I haven't even looked at yet. It'd be pretty wild, but this could end up being a 1, 1, couldn't it? I need to use an 8 and a 9. It doesn't matter what goes in this cell. This needs to be 1 more than this. This right now could be a 1, 6 minimum. Okay, there you go. That's good to think about. I've already used a 2, 3, 4, and 5 in this column. If this is the overlap, so this digit needs to be 1 higher than the sum of these two. The lowest this can be is a 1, 6, which sums to 7. So this already needs to be an 8 or a 9. This is an overlapping digit, which if this has to be 1 more than the sum of these two, I don't want the 8 or 9 to go here. 8 or 9 can't go here, so this is going to be an 8 or 9 for the overlapped digit. That's the word I'm looking for. If this is not 1, 6, it'd be 1, 7. Basically, this is a 1, 6, 7. If this is a 1, this is a 1. If this is a 7, this is a 7. If this is a 6, I think this also has to be a 6. That's really interesting. This definitely has to have a 1 in it, and then either a 6 or a 7. So these won't be 1. Okay. What else do I know? So it doesn't entirely matter what goes here now. It's going to be these digits plus a 6 or these digits plus a 7. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to look at? This one's interesting. I could look at like where pink goes over here, where red goes up here, that kind of thing. Not sure I necessarily want to yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I won't use an 8 or a 9 here. Let's see. Oh, this is an 8, 9, so this is a 1. There you go. Look at that. I missed that. This is a 1, so this is a 9. If this is a 1, then these are 2, and this is a 1. If this is a 2, this will be a 5, and this will be a 2. So 11 has the same sum as 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6, plus 5 is 11. Did it. There you go. If this is a 2, this is a 3, so this is a 2. These 3 cells need to have the same sum as these 2. I think I can figure out digits for this. I'm pretty sure. This digit needs to be 1 more than the sum of these 2 digits. They kind of only see a 2, 3 right now. This would be a 1, 4 at a minimum. So then this would be a 5. I think I have a lot of room to work with. And the same thing's going to happen over here. This is going to be a... I might not even use the same digits because of this 1 here. But this is a 1, 4 at a minimum, so this would be at least a 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna leave it for now. Okay, cool. 1 here means that one of these is a 1. This could be... Okay, I need a 1 in this region. It can't go here, and it can't go here. It can't go where I already have digits. If this was a 1, this would have to also be a 1, but it can't be. So let's put a 1 here. 1 is going to go down here somewhere. If this was a 1, this could be a 1. I think that'd be okay. I have a 1 here. 1 is going to go here somewhere. 1 is going to go here somewhere. Okay. This could be the same digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could go up to 6. Well, will these see a lot of digits? They can't both be 1s anymore. We can't use 1s. This also sees a 2 and a 3. This sees a 5 and a 2. 3, 4, 6. If I were to use 6 for both of these, it would mean that this is a 7. That might be okay. 3 would mean... Ooh. If this is a 4 or a 5, we're running into some issues. This is a 6 if both of them are 6. That's okay. But if this was a 5, they would have to both be 5. And that's not an option. If this is a 4, it might work out. I could have like a 4 and a 3. That would be fine. What if this one is a 4? Wow, this could be the same digit, according to Sudoku rules. I could have like 4 and 4. That would be fine. I think these are my options here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can't use more than 15 at the ends of this line. Okay. What does that tell me? I could use the same digit. They don't see each other. I think we come back to this one. I think that's what that means. Do I have Sudoku? I have 1s here. I could place some 2s, probably. A 2 in here is going to go here or here. What if this is a 2? Then these 2 digits would have the same sum as something here. That might work. Or this could be a 2. A 2 in this region is going to go here somewhere. A 2 is going to go here or here. And here somewhere. I don't really know much about 2s, actually. 3s. 3 is going to go here somewhere. I could corner mark the options for 2 cells. I actually don't do that very often. I probably should do it more. 2 is going to go here or here. 2 is going to go here or here. Okay. What else? This long line is what I want to... I haven't looked at this one yet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't use 9s on this, which was fine. Yeah. I can't use 1, so I don't have to worry about that. These are going to be different digits. This digit can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm looking at a 5, 6, 7, 8. This digit can't be a 1, 4, 9. If this was an 8, the whole thing would have to be 8. If this was a 7, the whole thing would have to be 7 also. This one also have to be 7. So this is actually just a 5 or a 6. These are going to be all different digits because they see each other. That might be interesting to think about. 5 or 6 is also interesting with this. If this is a 6, this would be a 6. And this would be a 6. That might be okay. This can't be a 1 or a 4 or a 9, but what's the minimum? Okay, if this is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what's the minimum that these can be? They see a 2. So I could do 1, 3, 4, 5. I think I could make the positions for that work. 1, 3, 4, 5 is going to be the lowest these 4 cells can be. So the 5 plus the other 5 would be 10, and then 1, 3, 4 is 8. So this is 18 at a minimum for this section. That's a good thing to think about. So whatever this is needs to be able to be 18 at a minimum, including this cell. So I don't want to do a 1. I don't want to do a 2. If I did a 3, these 3 cells, these 2 would have to be 15, which I could do like 7 and 8, I think. That would work. This can't be a 4. This could be a 5 or a 6. But 7 is the length of the line where we start running into issues. Dang, I think a 3 with like a 7 and an 8 might be fine. If this is as low as possible and this is as large as possible. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 2 digits would have to be the same, it looks like. Well, these would not both be 6. That's not true. If this is 6, it takes up all of this. And so this would be a 5 at max. This would have to be the same as those, which is more reasonable. That's fine. Okay. What else? 3s are here. 3, 4, 6. I do have a lot of digits here. Kind of. I could think about these. This part's tough because no matter what these are, it doesn't affect the sum at all. All of these cells are included in both sums, so it doesn't really truly matter what they are as long as they're different digits because these see each other. That might be worth thinking about then. This could go all the way up to 9, but not really. Let's look here. It's a length of 9 line, but I can't use 9s because they'd have to both be 9 and this cell can't be a 9. Same thing with 8. So I'm actually going up to 7. I don't want them to be 1s because they can't be 1s. This one could be a 2, but it can't be a 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's so many options. This one can't be a 2 or a 3 or a 5, but 4, 6, 7 might work. So I think how I was thinking about a minimum up here, I think that's pretty good. If this is 4, what's the minimum this could be? This can't be a 2, 3. I could put a 1 here, but then this would be 1, 4, 5 at a minimum. It looks like, yeah, so that's 10 plus 4. That becomes 14 already. There's no way this could be a 2 then because of the minimum of what this could be. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And because I corner marked my digits, I know that this needs to be a 2. Look at me go! This has to be a 2 because of Sudoku, which is really bad news for that being a 3. If this was 18 at a minimum, so this needed to be 15 at a minimum if this is a 3. I can't get 13 there. So this is going to be a 5, 6, which is really cool. Really cool. I took out the correct digits there, I believe. This is also a 6, so this won't be a 6. This is going to be a 1, 7, and these are going to be 6, which means this also can't be a 6. And it means that this can't be a 6. 6 is going to go up here. 3, 4, 4, 7. This is a 5, 6, 1, 2. I need a 3 somewhere, and it can't go here. So one of these will be a 3, meaning this won't be a 3. It'll be a 4. We'll get to that in a second. Whoa. I have a 1, 2, 3. I kind of have a 4, 7. I have a 5, 6. I need an 8 somewhere, and it can't go here. So this is going to be a 3, 8. Putting those Sudoku skills to use. I do have them. I just don't exercise them often as I should. What's this? A 7 it looks like. Wow, okay. I am getting totals here. Interesting for this. I was looking here. This is going to be the same digit as this digit. Okay, but I think I want to look at this now. If this is 4, this is already 11, 12, something. If this is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only way this worked as 6 was if this is also 6. So this is going to be a 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they both use these two digits, meaning these two need to be the same, since these two are the same. Easy math. This becomes a 4. So this is a... No, you know what? I said these were the same, assuming that these are the same, but they didn't necessarily have to be. I take that back. They might now, because 4 and 7 are kind of a big difference. How long was this line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there any way the total for all of this could be the same as the total for this? They share this digit, so this digit would have to be the same as all of this, plus an extra 3 for the difference between 4 and 7. That's not going to happen. This, I already can't make this a 2 or a 3. This is going to be a 1, 4, 5 at a minimum, which is already 10. So I want this to be a 4 as well, meaning this will be a 7. I am going to stop shading for digits, and because I wasn't really using it that much anyways. I want to shade to keep track of how much of the line I'm using. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can ignore the 4s and say these 3 digits have to have the same sum as these 3 digits. I already have 7. The minimum this can be is 4, 5, which is already 9. Wow. So this is 16 at a minimum. So this also needs to be 16 at a minimum. That seems doable. I mean, 9, 7 already gets me there. We'll come back to that maybe. I'm not sure what I want to do here yet. I have, it's my lower digits that I can't use too many of now, and I have lots of high digits to work with, so this might be fine. What next? Very cool. That was good progress. One of these is a 3. I have an 8, 9, a 5, 6. This is kind of a low digit. Okay. Oh, I did figure out this is a 1, 7, didn't I? I took out a 6 before. So this was the overlapping digit that doesn't matter towards the total. So this needed to be 1 more than these two, since 4 is 1 more than 3. So if this is 1 plus 7, this is 8. So this becomes a 9, and this becomes an 8. That's fine. So I have 4 plus 8 plus 8, which is 20. And then I have 3 plus 9 plus 8. This is 17 plus 3 is 20. Perfect. What else can I do? I have a 3, 8 here. These rows are getting pretty filled in, actually. This also needs to be a 3, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 will have to be one of these. 7, 8, 9. Nothing really sees these yet. What about this one? Is there something that has to go over here, maybe? Like a 4? One of these has to be a 4? 1, 2, 3. I don't know anything about those yet. A 3 can't go here. 4. I need a 5. I don't have many 5s yet. I have a 6, I have a 7, and I need an 8. Don't know anything about 8s yet. What's this? 3 will be one of these. 389. Okay. Do I want to look at this again? There's a possibility this could be a 2. I need a 1 down here. It's still possible for both of these to be a 1, I think. If these are the same digit, that digit goes here somewhere. I think 2 would be fine. I need a 2 here or here. It could happen, but it would just mean also that this digit and this digit are the same, which would go here, which is fine. Okay, let's look at something else maybe. Again, it doesn't matter what these are really. Maybe I should have looked at this longer. I need to put a 9 in here somewhere. Am I worried about trying to put it on one of these shaded spots? I was saying the minimum this could be was 4, 5, which is 9, so plus 7 would be 16 at a minimum. But again, I have such big digits here. I might not want this to be 4, 5, because these need to be 3 different digits that don't see each other, or that do see each other, sorry. And I can't use 2, 3, 4, 5 then. And so it's going to be 1, 7, 8, which is 16. Uh-oh. That might work. Okay. These columns I kind of looked at earlier, but I didn't do much with. Maybe I can take out more digit options here or something. This can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be a 5. It can't be a 6. 7, 8, 9. More options than I expected. This sees a 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be a 5. It can't be a 6. 7, 8, 9 again. Sure. That means a 1 goes here for sure. That's worrisome, actually. The thought process here was that this digit needs to be 1 more than both of these. So I don't want this to be a 1. One of these is going to be a 1. This at a minimum would be 1, 5. If this is 1, 5, that's 6, so this would be a 7. So this is going to be a 7, 8, 9. This is either 1, 5, making this 7. This can't be 1, 6, so this won't be 8. Or this would be 1, 7, and this would be a 9. But I'm for sure using a 7 here. Either this is 1, 5, and this is a 7, or this is 1, 7, and this is a 9. That works. So these won't be 7. 8 has to go here or here for sure. I'm okay with that. I don't know much about this. I had digits down here to help me. More cleanup on these that I missed? Don't think so. That might affect this line. If this is a 6, then this is a 5. If this is a 5, this would have to be the value of these 2 digits plus 1, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we cancel out these. This would have to be the value of these 2 digits plus 1. That doesn't work. So this needs to be a 6 and this needs to be a 5. I had like a gut feeling it was going to happen that way earlier, but I can't place digits off of gut feelings. Let's make this one red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the overlap. So I can ignore them. I'm gonna double check. It's kind of like set over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So these 3 digits have to have the same value as these 2 digits. Shading makes it so much easier to see. I should have been doing that from the start instead of counting over and over. This is already 8. What's the minimum that this could be? It sees a 1, it sees a 2. It could be a 3, I think. So this is 11 at a minimum, meaning this has to be at least a 6. A 3, I believe, is how that's going to work. 626 would make this 14, which is the largest that this could be. Does this see a 3, 4, 5, 6? Gosh, it really doesn't. And then it doesn't really matter what goes here. Huh. This is this digit plus 3, and I have plenty of space to work with. Well, shoot. 3 does go here somewhere. If I penciled some digits down here, there might be a situation where, I don't know, like I have a 3, 9 penciled somewhere, or 6, 9 penciled somewhere, and so that combination wouldn't work. Here maybe? I'm not seeing that. Okay. What next? We got some good stuff there. Do I want to look at this? These 2 digits and then these 3 digits. This needs to be these 2 plus 1. So if at a minimum, this is 1, 4. This needs to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It can't be an 8. Okay. Nope, that's not true. This needs to be higher than that. This needs to be 1 more than this. So if this is 1, 4, that already is 5, so this needs to go up to 6. Does this need to be a 1? The minimum would be 4, 5 if I don't use a 1. So I definitely need to use a 1 here, meaning 1 needs to go up here because of Sudoku. So that's a 1. Okay. Meaning 1 definitely needs to go here. So this is a 1. And this is a... I don't know. I don't know about that one yet. But this is a 1, and 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 this is a 1. Good stuff. One of these is a 1. See, now I've gone overboard on the corner marking digits. This is a 1, 2. This is only a 1 or a 2. If this is a 1, this also has to be a 1, and that doesn't work. Because this needs to be a 1. Because of this. Yep, okay, true. This has to be a 2, and this has to be a 1. If this is a 2, this doesn't necessarily have to be a 2. Because of the line, but because of Sudoku, it does, actually. Okay, I take that back. So these are both 2, meaning these are going to be the same digit. And that digit will go here. What are my options here? It can't be a 1, it can't be a 2, it can't be a 3, can't be a 4, can't be a 5, can't be a 6, can't be a 7. This is going to be an 8, 9. Wow. Okay, cool. I think I'm okay with that. I said before I wasn't shading for digits that matched, but I think I actually want to now. These are going to be the same digit. And that yellow is going to go here. Might be limited, not sure yet. Okay, we got a bunch of things. Very cool. What else do I know? Do I have all my 2s? I do. What about all my 1s? This is a 1, so this can't be a 1, so this is a 1. I have a 1 here and a 1 here. Placement truly does not matter yet. This is going to be a 7. I have a 7 here and a 7 here, so this is a 7. 7 in here. Can't go here either. One of these is a 7. Okay. Seven is going to go here somewhere. This is still interesting. I just don't think I know what to do with it yet. Okay, neat. I'm not used to cleaning up corner marks, so I need to keep checking those. What's good to look at? The rest of this line, digits don't matter. Because I'm only paying attention to these 2. Just to keep my shading consistent. That works. That makes sense. This is a 6, 7, 9. I have a 1, 2. I have a 3 here. Where does 3 go down here? 3 is going to be one of these. 3 is one of these. I don't know much about 3. I need a 3 in here. And I also need a 3 in here. I haven't looked at this in a while. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Oh, panic. It doesn't matter what this is because this is added to both of them. I was thinking for a second it needed to be a 1, but it doesn't matter what this is for the sum because it gets added to both. But this C is a 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Hmm. We're getting interesting. I need a 3 here. This is a 3. And then an 8, 9. But I don't know anything about that yet. I need to pick a line and start looking at digit options. These don't matter because they overlap. This is 3 more than this. Let's look at this again. This ends up being pretty big. 4 needs to be one of these. Actually, 4 is specifically one of these. Yikes. 4 is a pretty low number compared to everything else I'm looking at. I just don't know. Let's look at minimums. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This sees a 1, 2, 3. It could be a 4. It could be a 5 or a 6. It sees a 7, 9. It could be an 8. At a minimum, this is going to go 4, 5, 6, which is 15. So at a minimum, this needs to sum to 8. If I'm using 4, 5, 6, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this becomes 7, 8, and that's totally fine. Well, okay, it wouldn't be fine for the sum, but I'm not worried about getting digits big enough. This is going to be a 4, 5, 6, 8 also. This sees a 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be a 5, 6, 7, 9. And this digit doesn't matter. I kind of just penciled the whole thing here, though. Shoot. I don't know how to think about that. Let's go back to this. This is a 6, 7, 9. This needs to be 1 more than these. So if this is a 6, it's because this is 1, 4. If it's a 7, it's because this goes 1, 5. If it's a 9, it's because this goes 1, 7, which is actually not an option. So this is 1, 4, and this is a 6. Or this is 1, 5, and this is a 7. Is that okay? This is a 6, 7. That's pretty limited. Seven's here, so I got a 7. 7 needs to go here or here. I didn't pencil that before, but I'm going to. If this is a 6, then this is a 7. So if this is a 6, 7 goes up here. If this is a 7, I don't know anything about 6. I have 6 here. Where does 7 go in here? This is also a 7. So 7 goes here or here. 7 is one of these. This might be helpful also. Where can 3 go? 3 can go here, 3 can go here. I have a 4. I need a 5 still. All of these work for 5. I have a 6. 7 will be here or here. 8 has options. 9 can go here or here. Dang it! I have too many options. Is there something that can't go here that could go up here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, everything. Sudoku, Sudoku. 3s. Okay, I have 4s. What about the rest of my 4s? I have a 4 here. I need a 4 here. I have a 4 here. I have a 4 here. 4 is going to go here somewhere. It's kind of tough that I'm not using subs on this long line. 5. This is a 5. I need a 5. I also haven't looked here in a while, but I just kind of know that this is to be 3 larger than this. This is a 7, so this won't be a 7. Also because of this. So if I took 7 out of here, I need to take 4 out of here. If this is a 5, that means this is a 7 and this is a 9. But this would be 5, 8, so that's okay. 3, 6. There isn't a digit that I have to use here. I have 3, 6, and I have 5, 8, which are 4 completely different digits. If this is a 6, 8, 9, this is also a 6, 8, 9, and I can't use a 6 here. So this has to be a 6. Meaning this has to be a 3. Meaning this can't be a 3, this has to be a 3. If this is a 3, 6, this won't be a 6, and this won't be a 6. This won't be a 3. I have 5, 7, 9. I have too many digits, don't I? No, I have an overlap with the 5 here. 3, 6 did not change this. Oof. This becomes a 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Which feels like a lot of digits. This can't be a 7. But 4, 5, 8, 9 looks fine. This can't be a 4 or a 5 or a 7. So this is an 8, 9. This is the only place 6 could go. This is really a 3, 6, 8, 9. Okay, that's a lot of penciling, actually. I'll come back to that. Okay, what else did I get? These don't matter towards totals. 8, 9, what does that mean for this? Nothing, I don't think. Anything else break? What is... I took out 6 out of here. This plus 7 is this. What's the biggest this can be? 9, 8, and 7, which is 24. So if this plus 7 is this, the largest that this can be is 17, which wouldn't even happen. Do 9s break this? Maybe there might be something like that. Shoot. I also have this as an 8, 9. It's going to be the same as these. So this 8, 9 is going to go here. It's also one of these. Four has to go here or here for the column. Is there something I can do with the whole thing here and what this digit is? This needs to be... This total is an even number. This total is an odd number. Okay, these total to be an odd number. Even, odd, odd. So this needs to be an even number. Because the whole thing's 45. I know that from previous experience. This whole thing is this times 2. So this is even. If I take out the 7, this is odd. If I add in a 3, this is even. If I add a 1, that makes it odd. A 2 keeps it odd, and I need it to stay odd to make 45. So this needs to be even. 2, 4, 6, 8. This C is a 2, 4, 8, so it needs to be a 6. And there I get to avoid some math. These can't be 6s, okay? Now I know the digits that go here, and I know that this needs to be 7 more than this. So if I add up 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 8 is 24, plus 9 is 33. If I do 33 minus 7, that would be 26, so this needs to sum to be 13. So 4, 9 or 5, 8, there's no way this would be a 7. This could be 4, 9, this could be 5, 8. I don't want this to be an 8. Okay. This needs to be 13, and this needs to be 20. Is there a digit that I'm not using here that I need to use a 7 here? This is the only place 7 can go. So this is a 7, so this needs to also be 13. So one of these is 4, 9, and one of these is 5, 8. Dang, this is a 4, 9, or 5 and 8 can work in either place, I think, still. What did we learn? Okay, I got some stuff placed, though. This is a 6, so this will be a 7. This won't be a 7. If this is a 7, this needed to be 1, 5. So this won't be a 4. That's actually good, I think. I think this is a good start. This is a 6, so I can't have 6 up here. One of these will be 6. This is a 7, and I also have 1, 5, so I can do some penciling here, probably. What else did this tell me? This is the only place 7 can go in the column now, so this is a 7. This is not a 7. Again, sums here don't really matter. This is an 8 or 9, depending on what this is, so this will be a 4 or a 5, depending on what this is. One of these is a 7. The other 5 and 9 need to go somewhere. I really don't know about 9s yet. Okay. This is a 4, 5, 8. This is a 5, 6. Could this be a 6? Okay, I was thinking I'd be more limited. So this is really a 4, 5, 6, 8. It can't be a 4. I already know that one of these has to be a 4. Oh, this didn't tell me as much as I thought it would. I have a 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Sixes are here, which I need to know about. 4s, I need to learn about. Progress, though. 3 has an option. 3 has to go here or here. I don't know about 3 yet. One of these is a 3. 3 will go somewhere in here. So one of these has to be a 3. If this is a 3, then this is a 3, and 3 will go here. But if this is a 3, then this has to be a 3. And 3 will go up here. I don't know yet. Okay. This doesn't matter. One of these is 5, 8. One of these is 4, 9. 9 goes here or here. So I need a 9 in a middle column. Totally fine. Ooh, this was the yellow 8, 9. So this yellow 8, 9 needs to go here somewhere. Oh, this could still be a 9. I was thinking it would go here. But this could still be a 9. I thought I was onto something. If this is 8, it won't go here. Okay. What are my digits here? 1, 2, 3, 4 has an option. 5 has an option. I have a 6. 7 goes here. I need an 8. 8 has to go here. Meaning this can't be 8, so this can't be 5. If this is just a 4, 5, this is a 5, 6, 8. All of those are fine. 8 needs to go in here somewhere. I feel like I don't know anything about this side of the grid. I have all my 1s until here. I have all my 2s. 3s. 4s. 4 is gonna go here somewhere. Ooh, up here I need to have a 4 here or here. So this can't be a 4. This has to be a 4. What does that tell me? This is a 3, 5, 8, but this can't be an 8, so it's actually just a 3, 5. 3, 5, 8. 8 definitely goes here or here. What is this? Oh, wait, 8 definitely goes here or here for the row. This has to be a 9. So this has to be a 9. So this has to be an 8. So this has to be a 9. And it stopped again. The first row's done. Okay, I have a 9 here, which means 9 needs to go here or here. This is an 8. I have this to fill in. Okay, what is this? 1, 2, 3. These are a 4. I have a 5, I have a 6, and an 8. 1, 7. This is a 1, 5, 7. So this is gonna be a 4, 6, 8. It's not a 6. And a 4, 8 seems fine. That's interesting. That doesn't happen up here though, because this could be a 7 or a 9. Okay, what does this end up being? 1, 2, 3. This could be a 4. It could be a 5. It can't be a 6. It can't be a 7. It could be an 8. It could be a 9. I know nothing. 4 goes here, 4 goes here. 8 goes here. 1, 5. What's this? This is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But one of these is an 8. So this is a 6. This is an 8. This is not a 6. If this is an 8, then this is a 9. And I was trying to get 13 here. So this is a 4. This is an 8, and this is a 5. If this is a 5, this is a 4. So this won't be a 4. 4, 9 means this is going to be a 7, and this is a 5. So this won't be a 5. This is a 4, so this is an 8. So this is a 9. This becomes an 8. This can't be a 9 because of this. So this has to be a 9. This becomes a 3, 5. This is an 8. So this is a 3, and this is a 5, and this is a 3. These can't be 3s, so they're 5, 8. This is a 3, so this is an 8. Okay, this half is good. This is a 7, so this is a 1, and this is a 7. This is a 1, so this is a 5, and this is a 1. What is this? A 3? Meaning this is a 3. Ooh, did I know that before? No, because I didn't have 3s placed. That's okay. This is a 5, 6. This is also a 5, 6. This is also a 5, 6, so I can figure out what this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If this is a 6 and a 4, this becomes an 8. This is a 6 and this is a 4. If this is a 6, this is a 5, so this is a 6. This is a 6, so this is a 5. This is an 8, and this is a 5. Oh, nice! Oh, nice! Yay! Oh, that was a good puzzle. That made me think in a good way. I really enjoyed that one. It was like set thinking over and over and over and over again, right? Especially this line was when I noticed like, oh, that's kind of what I'm doing. It got much easier when I started highlighting it, where these digits overlap and these digits overlap. So I only have to really think about these. And I was kind of doing that in my head for other lines, but really just not even worrying about these digits and only thinking about this made it a lot easier to narrow stuff down, I think. The Sudoku was tough for me on this one, but I ended up figuring it out. There was a couple spots where I think if I would have shaded, it would have made it easier on me. Like I got stuck for a bit on this spot, but it really didn't matter for the totals what this digit was because it's included in both of these sums, that kind of thing. That was really cool. And I think it definitely was helpful to do like a smaller version of a puzzle with this rule set first to kind of learn the tricks early on. Wow, really neat. These X sum lines are fun. And I joked that these like could be 1s and that would work out, but they ended up being 2s, which is also kind of funny. But very cool. Very cool. I'm worried, now that I'm thinking about it, I did think about this. Never mind. I was worried for a moment that I didn't consider these being different digits, but I did. I had this narrowed down to a 1, 2 at one point, and so this had to be a 1 or a 2. I'm good. Everything's fine. Very nice puzzle, The Pedaling Pianist. Let me know how you all did in the comments.